Welcome to Speed Freaks DIY. Today we are doing unboxing of my new action cam, that's SJCAM SJ5000x Elite. Alright, let's look at the box first. So it says it's 30-meter water resistant with this waterproof case. It has a gyro, anti-shake, and it's a 4K at 24 FPS, and it can be controlled through Wi-Fi as well. So here are the set of accessories you get. So that's the camera, then that's the waterproof case, and then you have these two mounts inside, then few of other mounts, and this is the skeleton case. This is the handlebar mount, and I guess this is for your tripod and stuff, this as well. Alright, and here are the specifications. So yeah, so you can pause it and read if you need. Alright, so you can check the link in the description if you would like to buy it. So let's open the box and let's see what do we have inside. So here we have the camera itself, and it's in the waterproof case already. I'm going to keep this aside. So we get a lot of accessories here. Let me get everything out. So here you go. Here you have a bunch of accessories with this action camera. So as you can see, we have the user manual, and it is in English as well, and I guess there would be other languages. So it tells you what all mounts you have and the functions of the camera. Then we get two SJCAM stickers, and then we have this extra back cover for the waterproof case, but this is the one which is not waterproof. So I mean, the back door is not waterproof. It has a slit here so that you could record your voice, because the waterproof case is sealed and you cannot record your voice while shooting. So this is the case this is the cover you can use. Alright, you have this J mount. Usually this is mounted on the helmet. So you know, towards the chin part, if your helmet has a flat chin part, you can mount it there. And this is actually a lock here, so you get two of this. One is a curved and one is a flat. The curved one I have already you know, put it on my helmet, so this is the straight one that I haven't used it yet. And the chin mount goes like this here, so that you could mount it. And then you have this handlebar mount. You can mount it on your motorcycle or your bike, anywhere. You get this two armbands. So like this, these are two of them. And then you have this another mount that you can hook up to this mount. Then you have this skeleton case, and it has you know, that screw so that you could mount it on the tripod on either of the sides, and it has a clip as well so that you could clip it on to any belt or your bag or anything while shooting. And this comes out if you would like to see the display, so you could just put it back like this. It's easy. And then you have this another extendable mount to get the correct angle of the camera. I guess this one is for like for a tripod mount or something like that. And here is another mount for tripod. There is this 180-degree mount so that you could angle your camera correctly. And here's the camera. It's in the waterproof case. There is one more mount on the camera. It's a straight mount, small one. So to open this, you'll have to push this button here and then lift this part up, so like this. Once you lift it, just take it like this and just pull the back cover and your camera will come out. Alright, let me give you the specifications of the waterproof case first. So you can use all the function buttons with the camera case. These are waterproof, so you have this power button, you have the shutter button, and then you have this function buttons here. So that's about it. Let me put this aside and we'll go ahead and look at the camera itself. So here is a 2-inch display. Here are some lights. We'll see that once we turn on the camera. Here is the shutter button. Here is another recording light, I guess, recording or capturing LED. And you have a power button here. Here is another. Here are 2 other lights. Here is the wide angle lens, and here is the model number and the brand name. On this side you have your micro USB charging port, and here you have your HDMI port. This is your micro SD card slot. It supports 32 GB all cards and 64 and 128 GB some cards, I guess some new cards only. So right now I have a Samsung 32 GB card in it. The camera doesn't come with any card, so you'll have to buy that separately. That's one thing. Nothing below, I mean no buttons here, but there is this battery door, so you'll have to pull this lock here and just lift this. So once you pull that lock and lift this, you have this battery. You can pull that up. So it says it's 3.7 volt lithium ion battery, 900 mAh. Alright, that's about it. It runs for about 1.5 hours to 2 hours for continuous video recording, and I guess pretty much in that range, not more than that. And here are a few more buttons. So this is your Wi-Fi activation button, and these are your function keys. And here is the speaker grill. I'm not sure if you could see it. Here it is. Alright, let me turn on the camera and we'll look at some functions. So you have to press and hold the power button for about 3 to 5 seconds. And the camera will turn on. It's in video mode right now. As you can see, it says it can record for about 3 hours 32 minutes with 1080p 60 fps. Here you can see it says by default, and you have your date settings here, and that's about the display, and it shows the camera power on light. Alright, so let's look at the functions of the camera. So if we press the power button once, it goes into the photo mode, so you can click pictures, and then once you press it again, it takes you to the menu. So it tells you it has a video lapse, it has slow motion recording, it has photo lapse, then burst mode, long exposure, underwater, TV out, motion detection, car mode. This is interesting. The car mode, you can use this as a dash cam. So what happens is, if you put this action camera in the car mode and connect it to your car, and plug in the power cable, uh, whenever you turn on the car, and as soon as the camera gets the power, the camera turns on and starts recording. And once you turn off your car, it stops recording. So that's how it is. So that's something interesting, that you don't have to manually go ahead and start it. That's about it. And then you have a playback, so whatever you have recorded or clicked, you can see it in this. Then you have the setup. So let's look at the setup, what all we have in here. So to get into the menu, you'll have to press the shutter button and it takes you to the setup. Then you have the resolution. So if you go into the resolution, you can see it has 4K 24 fps, 2K 30 fps, then 1080p, 60, 50, 30, 25, then 30, 4:3, then 30 ps super. Then we have 720p 120 fps. That's usually if you want to see the slow motion videos. So if you record at 720p 120 fps, the slow motion is pretty smooth. That's how it works. And you have other resolutions as well. Let's go back. And then you have a loop recording function. So ideally what happens, if you go to loop recording right now, I have turned it off. Usually you can if you want, you can keep it to 3 minutes, 5 minutes, or 10 minutes. So it records videos in 3 minutes, 5 minutes, and 10 minutes section, you can say, or time frame. But it's a continuous video with 3 minutes. If you keep it to 3 minutes, so you would have 3-minute clips of the video that you have recorded. So that's how it is. If you want, you can just keep it off. And then you have FOV, that's your angle of the lens recording. So if you go here right now, I have it off. So if you go, you have 170 degrees, 140 degrees, 110, and 70. So if you keep it off, it's the maximum. So I guess it's 170 degrees. And then you have low light mode. So if you switch it in, if you're shooting it in low light mode, that would do that job. And if you go to WDR, I'm not quite sure what that is, because even this is new to me. So that is something you can search online. And then you have a gyro sensor. So if you're riding or running, and if you want something stable, you can turn on the gyro sensor. I have kept it on because usually I would use it for my moto vlogging. So that needs to be on, so the videos are less shaky. And that is the reason I bought this camera, or else SJ4000 Wi-Fi is a good choice, but gyro does a good job. Then you have other audio settings, volume, timestamp, TV mode, OSD mode, then the format you want to record it into, so MP4 or MOV. So if you keep it on MOV, the audio is pretty good if you're recording it through the camera, but then you can just keep it to MP4 if you want. And then the bit rate, medium, high, low, it's at medium right now. Then double file, not sure what that is. And power on record, so as soon as you power on, it will start recording. That's what it is. And then image size, quality, sharpness, and like other settings of your normal camera. So you can raw, then distortion correction. Then license not set, not sure what that is. Then you have a date and time setting. Then you have auto power off, how much time you would want to keep. Then keypad tone, I have turned it off right now. Light set, screensavers, frequency, rotate, logo, watermark, language, Wi-Fi, SSD. There are a lot and lots of settings here. So you can just check what the SSID is. This is what it is. Alright, so then you have delete option, format option, default settings, so it will default all to the factory settings again. So let's go back, and if you go back to the camera mode and if you hit the down arrow button, it will take you to the same settings, but not all, just related to the video. That's what it does. All right, and if you want to zoom in, if you hit the up arrow button, it will start zooming in, and then if you press the down arrow, it will zoom out. All right, that's how it is. After this video, I'll post some samples that I have shot so that you could see how it records. All right, and I'll show you the Wi-Fi function as well in another video, how that Wi-Fi functions. So ideally what you do is you press this and then install their app, that's SJCAM something from the Play Store, and then you connect to this Wi-Fi. Once you connect, you can get into the program, and then you can see how exactly you can see it in phone. You can record it through your phone. You can see the view in your phone. You can angle the camera wherever you want, and you can see the display on your phone and record, stop, and change few settings like the resolution and everything, and that's pretty good. So that's about it. Alright, so if you want to buy this camera, you can check the link in the description. There are some other stuff as well. Alright, so for example, let me show you what I have done is I have also ordered 2 extra batteries with this, but ideally that seller had an offer with this camera. He was offering 2 batteries for some additional price, so that was a pretty good deal. So I got these 2 batteries with it, and I also ordered this dual battery charger. I got it for around 325 or something, but later the price increased. I have the link in the description as well. So it charges the battery in pretty good time. There are 2. The best part is you can charge it with the micro USB and the mini USB as well, and this is how it looks. And you get a data cable with this as well. I'm not sure if it's a data cable, but to a charging cable with this as well in a different packet. So that's about it. It's a pretty good deal. If you can't afford GoPro, you can definitely go for this camera. This is one of the best. There is another model that's SJ6 Legend, and it has an external mic support, so you can plug in an external mic to record. For this right now, what I'm planning to do is record the voice through my phone and and the video with this camera, and I'll sync it later. So that's how I'm going to use it, because anyways, if the camera is in waterproof case, you cannot plug in the external mic even on the SJ6 Legend. So that's how it is. But while motor vlogging, I don't think so you would need the waterproof completely waterproof case, something like that. You can put it into the waterproof case, and few people have done some modifications. They have plugged in a hole so that they can fix the microphone here somewhere. All right, so that's about it. If you like the video, please like, comment, subscribe, and if you have any suggestions, if you'd like me to review anything or give you some more information about anything, definitely you can comment on this video, and I'll definitely reply to you, all of you. All right, so thank you for watching my channel, and have a good day.